Hi everybody! You have found what to play next. We're bringing everything that is awesome in gaming like this. Let's turn on the epicness. Ultima V! Warriors of Destiny! Yes! We are doing a retro blast. I'm going through and cleaning out my backlog of... you can transfer from Ultima 4 of characters. Los characters. The characters. Bom dia! I'm learning Portuguese. So... Now, retro audio tends to be extremely jarring, so I'm going to turn it down a lot, and hopefully, I have a better blend of audio now that I'm using the new monitor setup, so hopefully we can rock this game, rock it on to the summoning from nowhere. Smoky wisps of, oh, fudge, that was fast. Something rouses you, and your eyes open sleepily to be met by a soft blue glow reflecting from the wall. Slowly, you turn your head until you can see the source of the light. You take a quick breath as you see that the light is emanating from a shimmering circle suspended over your bed. As you look at the light, a darkening begins to appear in its center. That is not a real thing. Somebody abused language there. The darkening gradually materializes into a form you suddenly recognize as a symbol of the Codex of Ultimate Wisdom. The last time you saw such as this was beyond the circle of stones in the nearby woods. That prior occasion marked the quest that forever changed the course of your life. That is every quest that we do, friend. That's okay. We hear what to play now, do not judge. You stare as the light begins to diminish and finally wink out. Something falls softly onto the bed. Reaching out, you turn on the light at your bedside. There, lying before you, is an amulet. You hesitantly reach for it, gripping it tightly in your hand. Your finger automatically traces over the familiar etching on its surface. Finally, a sign from Britannia. It has to be. It could be nothing else. Jumping from the bed, you hastily pull on some clothes. With a few long strides, you cross the room to stand before a glass case sitting on a shelf. Visible beneath the glass, resting upon a velvet cloth, is the Ankh, symbol of your avatarhood. Reverently, you open the glass case and remove it. If what you think is happening is truly happening, you may have need of this. You open the door of your bedroom and step out, hesitantly. One hand on the door, you look back wondering if you will ever return. Shaking your head of these thoughts, you pull the door closed and leave the house. Do not judge, friend. Don't judge here. Go to play next. This gaming series was so epic, it just owned your living rooms. With the aid of an occasional moonbeam piercing the dark cloud cover, you head for the circle of stones near the willow tree in the nearby woods. Strange shadows cast by the moonlight filter down from the treetops as thoughts of the past race through your mind. Your attention is returned to the present as you see just ahead the circle of stones. Often had you come here and sat for hours at a time, hoping once again to see the shimmering blue door that would allow you to return to Britannia, to those whose friendship had come to mean so much. But never had the blue door reappeared. Less frequently you came, until finally, sadly, you gave up altogether. With renewed hope, you stand before the circle of stones, the Ankh in one hand, the amulet in the other. Minutes slip by and nothing happens. Impatience turns to anxiety. The gate must open. The mystical arrival of the amulet could mean nothing else. Long do you stand there until the amulet slips from your grip and falls within the circle of stones. While you stare dejectedly at the amulet lying within the circle, you notice a bluish shimmering in the air above the amulet. Looking down at the Ankh in your hand, you see that it's also enveloped in a soft glow. Carefully, you place it inside the amulet. Instantly, a shimmering blue door springs up. With heart beating rapidly, you step into it. Your arrival. Your senses are jerked from their momentary disorientation by a blinding streak of lightning that crashes and strikes with a thunderous crash not more than 100 feet from you. You are standing in a clearing surrounded by a dark and forbidding forest. I always wanted that to be foreboding. Overhead, whirling black clouds fill the sky while thunder and lightning continue to crash around you. Britannia! It must be Britannia, but something is wrong. Instead of the sense of elation you expected upon returning here after all these years, you are overcome with the foreboding sense around you. See what the foreboding is like? Oh, it's right there. You know, every time you come in here, just for the record, it is the end of the world, so I don't know what this dude was expecting. Oh, the Avatar Man. My friend, shouts someone from behind you. A familiar voice from the past causes you to whirl about. Racing towards you is Shimino, someone you thought you might never see again. Strongly grasping your hand, he exclaims, "We were afraid the summoning would fail. It is nigh impossible to use any magic without it invoking intervention from Blackthorn. Let us not tarry, for the summoning is surely not long unnoticed. Trusting your friend's judgment, you will turn many questions until a safer time." Hastily, you retrieve the amulet, not quietly keep it before you very darkness about you begins to swirl and change. 3 shapes begin to materialize in the murky gloom. Shadow Lord, hisses Shimino through clenched teeth. Quickly, he draws his sword and moves between you and the barely discernible shapes. The foremost apparition traces a pattern in the air with a wispy forefinger. An ebony black arrow solidifies before it and hangs suspended for a moment. Then, with a flick of his hand, the Shadow Lord casts a glowing bolt at Shimino. The arrow strikes him full in the chest. Dropping his sword, he sinks to the ground, lines of pain and something worse etched into his face. The dark forms close in around you. This is like when Frodo went down, man. At your feet, Shimino's body convulses in pain. Not a sound escapes his lips. Without warning, the amulet tightly gripped in your hand emits a bright blue glow. On seeing the amulet, the Shadow Lords shrink back. The wispy shadows start to swirl and fade back into the inky darkness from whence they came. Shimino lies upon the ground, body twisted in agony, the dark arrow protruding from his chest. A normal arrow would not cause such pain. It must be the evil enchantment with which it was created. Realizing it must be removed, you jerk the arrow from Shimino's body and hurl it with all your might. The air about the arrow crackles as it flies into the darkness. Shimino's body relaxes. Inspecting the bloody wound, you notice it's already beginning to fester from foulness with which the bolt was conjured. You will find aid at Iolo's. It is but a short walk to the east, Shimino mutters. With a grim determination, you help Shimino to his feet and have carry him out of the clearing and eastward through the forest. Within a short time, the soothing sounds of a lute being masterfully played can be heard through the forest ahead. Rounding a bend in the path, you see a dim... That is the world. Look at the size of this hut we're heading towards. It's like a studio hut. Rounding a bend in the path, you see a dim light emanating from a small hut nestled among the trees. Approaching the hut, you loosen an arm from Shimino and knock on the heavy wooden door. The lute playing stops, abruptly to be replaced by the muffled clinking of metal. Who goes there? Demands a familiar voice from within. Leaning wearily against you, Shimino mutters, "Open the door, you son of a goat, or donate all my blood to decorate thy doorstep." The door jerks open and reveals a familiar form of Iolo standing framed within the doorway. Reaching out to help Shimino, Iolo turns to you with a grimace. "My friend, thou art a sight for sore eyes." You see that Shimino, as usual, has been unable to stay out of trouble. His casual remark cannot mask his deep concern as he helps Shimino into bed and carefully tends his wound. After seeing to Shimino, Iolo fills 2 mugs with the foaming broth and beckons you to the coarse wooden table next to the warm hearth. "It's good to see thee after these many long years, my friend. It seems that thy summoning didst not go unnoticed. From the look of Shimino's wound, I'd say that thou dost know the Shadow Lords." You recount, Iolo, the events of your arrival. Your patience giving out a flood of questions erupts from you. "Slowly, my friend," Iolo smiles. "Make thyself at ease, and I will tell thee of the bitter events that brought us these dark times. Not long after thy departure, Lord British and the most prominent wizards of Britannia gathered at the castle and held a meeting of the Great Council. Among the acts of the council was the sealing of the dungeons that lie beneath Britannia in hopes of entombing the foul denizens that dwell within. Some creatures still manage to escape. Their eyes are unaccustomed to light. They rarely roam the countryside by day, but where must be the traveler by night? Another act of the Great Council, and by far the most difficult, was to raise the codex from the depths of the abyss. The influx of the combined magical power of the Great Council disrupted the very bowels of Britannia. Where once there was the abyss, now stands an immense mountain created from the molten lava that spewed forth. Unbeknownst to the Council, a new and glorious mountain left an enormous void over which all of Britannia rests. Some speculate that the dungeons may reach into the underground void at their deepest levels. It's believed that the underworld has become a vast breeding ground for creatures who have grown into horrors far worse than their original forms. Band adventurers chanced upon a tunnel beneath the river that flows through Spiritwood, where one of these caverns collapsed, opening a passage to the underworld. They returned wearied and bewildered, with tales of creatures that mount the dark air and others that shake the ground. Lord British was intrigued by these tales and gathered an entourage of stalwart fighters to accompany him into the underworld. But his party was overwhelmed by tremendous numbers and the power of these creatures, though they fought valiantly. Panic erupted through Britannia when the sole survivor of the expedition returned with a small parchment upon which was recorded the dread tale of their journey. Iolo pauses momentarily as he reflects on his dark thoughts. Blackthorn, a trusted but ambitious subject, took over ruling Britannia to calm the ensuing chaos. So we accepted until the Shadow Lords appeared. They corrupted Blackthorn in some manner unbeknownst to us, and his reign is now one of oppression and tyranny. Through him, the meaning of the virtues have been corrupted to serve the self-righteous. Shimino, myself, and others thou hast known have been declared outlaws by Blackthorn's regime and must scoff about as common criminals. That's crazy. We keep distance between ourselves so that we can't not be rounded up in one fell swoop. This cannot go on forever. Blackthorn and his hellish shadow lords are waiting Britannia. Rule must be restored to Lord British if he still survives. The gravity of the matter compelled us to risk a meeting. We arrived at the only possible answer. Come to summon thee, my friend. Aid us in our quest to discover the fate of Lord British. First was great, using strong magical power, does not go unnoticed by the Shadow Lords. Shakes off his gloom and a jovial grin returns. Nods in Shimido's direction and says, since thou art here, my friend, have naught else to do, I'm sure. What say thee, we nursemaid this poor excuse for adventure back to some semblance of health, and then embark on our quest. If life still breathes within Lord British, we shall restore him as rightful ruler of Britannia. Journey onwards. So you have to go into the underworld. No active game. Please transfer. Okay, right. Create new character. What name shalt thou be known? So we're going to be Serenity. Oh. It's not going to let me do that. Alright, well, I guess it's just Serenity then. I'm a female. Far from your mind while strolling through the nearby woods. Okay, so it takes you to the gypsy wagon, and what we're going to do is answer some questions. You and your friend are valiant but pitiless warriors. They'll both go out and slay a mighty dragon. Friend thinks he slew it, but they didn't. When asked, dost thou truthfully claim the award or allow your friend the large reward? We're going to allow him the award. You're supposed to answer all of these like a personality test, and then it tells you what you are. I cheat a little bit because I need a certain amount of hit points. Been taught to preserve all life, a man lies fatally stung by a venomous serpent. He pleads for his death. We're going to show compassion and, end his pain. You've been sent to secure a needed treaty with a distant lord. Thy host is agreeable to the proposal but insults thy country. Thou valiantly bear the slurs, or justly rising man. Apology will valiantly bear them. Thou art at a crossroads in that life. Dost thou choose the honorable life of a paladin, or the humble life of a shepherd? We need the healing power of a paladin. During battle, thou art ordered to guard thy commander's empty tent. Battle goes poorly, thou dost yearn to aid thy family. Honor the post as a guard. You and thy friends have been routed in order to retreat. Do you stop in compassion to aid a wounded companion, or sacrifice thyself to slow the pursuing enemies? We'll stop in compassion. Thou art sworn to uphold a lord who participates in the forbidden torture of prisoners. Each night their cries of pain reach thee. Do thou show compassion, or honor thy oath? So be it, says the gypsy, thy path is chosen. The defeat of the triad of evil marking the end of the 3 ages of darkness, the lands of Britannia entered into an age of enlightenment. You are this champion. There are 8 virtues according to Old English history. Honesty, compassion, valor, justice, sacrifice, honor, spirituality, and humility, which Lord British used. He then put truth, love, and courage to bind them together, which are the Velvet Candle, and I think the book might be the Mirror. I have to look it up. But that's how you rock onward as the avatar. Alright. So now, there we are. We're sitting, look at how cute these graphics are. So we're sitting down at, you can sit down in the chairs, you auto-interact. So if you hit here, you automatically lay down. If you want to use something, you have to do so. Oh, hold on, we don't want to do that. Look. Let us see an oaken barrel. Use. Open. Nothing to open. I thought there was, hold on. There's examine, enter. We would want to save game, escape, yes. Saving is done by quitting what? Enter, ready, player 1. Item, small shield, chainmail, dagger, longsword. Okay. You can pretty much be done with anything. You yell certain things for magical uses. Ignite torch, that was unnecessary. That's fine. Push. You can move things around, which I had completely forgotten. Searching assigns it to a person. It looks like there's actually nothing in there. Fire, get. Pull up only in bed. There's no lock. They do call it jimmying. They assigned K to climb. You can mix reagents for a spell. You can rearrange your party for combat. and it requires gems to view. Z stats are neat. It shows you, like you've been poisoned, etc. So we are here. Look at how cute it is. I think we can get crops. Yeah, there we go. So we can immediately forage for food. We're just gonna kind of loot Ilo here. He understands because you burn through rations in this game. It's kind of the thing about the Ultima series. It is one of the original dungeon crawlers. It's open world. The map is huge. So they didn't really do procedural generation. Gold coin. Oh, we don't have that option. I want to use this. How did I do that before? Open. Board. New order. X reagents. Oh, look. Here we go. You can drop a coin in the wall. Wish for a horse. Fair enough. Okay, sometimes there's like a combo, but it's always the same thing. So wells will do certain things. I just don't remember what. You can cut through the woods, but you're kind of taking your chances there. So the map was paramount. Like you absolutely had to have it. From here, you can exit out into Britannia. You move slower through heavy woods, and then obviously faster at progress. You can look at the signs. So it's, oh gosh, I know how to read. B-E-W, beware the way, O-F-R-E. O-A. It says beware the dark, and then it wants to be forest. That's ST. So F-O. Oh, that's letter F about that. It's been a while since I read Runic, you can tell. So we can go around the hills, etc. I think from Ilo's hut we go. We're not burning through rations per se, but as you can see, it's quite the distance. It's like Magic Candle in that they expect you to take an extraordinarily long time. You can see the sun is setting, so it's going to get real dangerous real fast. And you do want to cover the ground. You can outrun monsters. They aren't very smart, so you can use, their simple AI to your advantage. Once you do get to a city, you can explore. Enter town Britannia. And then you can look at the signs and read them. Blackthorn's law of compassion, thou shalt help those in need, or thou shalt suffer the same need. Wow, eye for an eyeing it up. So, window doors you can look through. Let's open them. And then you can is always ladders. Oh, climb this K, right? So you can explore around buildings. Everybody's in bed, so there's kind of only so much that we can do. But the interface was incredible. Like, it's so straightforward. It's so simple. I should probably just sleep through the night. In general, when you get to a bed, you can just use it. So they had an extra one here. So we'll just sleep. Attack. That is not... Search. Shoot. Okay. Let us... Under the bed, let us find nothing of note. Awesome. Enter ready player one. Item. Talk. Yell. Use. I came equipped with a certain amount of... Shoot. I'm really just going to burn through my torches. Pull up. There we go. We want to do that for 8 hours. 8 hours. 8 hours. How do I don't have keys. How is that? Oh, give me 5 but not 8? How weird is that? Well, it's still nighttime, so we can hole up for 5 more hours apparently. Don't have a lot of options here. Link in the description below. So if you love that classic dungeon crawler, this one has it going on. They have a day and night cycle, and you can finally talk to them. So it was incredible. You could ask them simple jobs. Repair bows and crossbows. Their name. Oh, it's Bueno. We love Bueno. Let's ask her about her bows. I only make them and I repair them. Strange, it is not. Even though Iolo is an outlaw, we still managed to keep his bows in stock. Nudge, nudge. It's awesome. You aren't going to ask me to join me? Yes, obviously I am. I am Iolo's better half. That's his wife. Hold on. We want her to join us. Oops. Join. I and Iolo both thank thee. No, don't mention it, man. So we picked up a new party member already. Here's one of the shopkeepers. Iolo's bows. Good morning and welcome. Greetings, traveler. Buy or sell? Sell. We have 11 gold, sure. Done, says Gwyneth. What else do they wish to sell? I hardly afford to deal. No. Escape. Fare thee well, says Gwyneth. Okay, and then we want to make sure that she's equipped. So like I said, link in the description below. Also down there is Gamer Grind. Gamer Coffee shipped to your door. They'll put your logo on. Merch for like nothing box. I just attached my... See, that's talent right there. What else is down there? KO5, buy this chick a coffee, $1 making me smile. You can support us on Patreon. It's got such a great retro look and feel that you kind of can't tell how long ago it was made, you know? Got grandfather clocks that actually tell the time and everything. It's Wayfair and perhaps another time. They're pretty focused on their jobs. That's how you can, the only way you can tell it's a little bit older game. But you search around, follow them on their day and night cycles, and learn secrets. So it was also the king of all Easter eggs. Really incredible job. 2 thumbs up, definitely recommend. So most of all, hit subscribe and hit the bell. It'll pop you up a little thumbnail. If you were looking for a dungeon crawler, this is the one. You can find things in trees if the civilians hide them there. You can explore around their lives, and it's such a slice of life game that it was so incredible for its time. So we love you guys. We love that you're along for the ride. Smash subscribe, hit the bell, hit like. We'll see you in the next video.